Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 40 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with AAVE, followed by ANA, BitGet, PEPE, NEAR, Aptos, Tau, ASTER, ETC, and then we end it with ONDO at number 40. Let's get straight to it. AAVE against USD. Okay, so for me, AAVE is about to drop down because this is a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We are very close to a breakdown for AAVE. This is a rising channel. It's only a matter of time before AAVE collapses lower. I suspect that we're going to be clearing all of these sell classes and potentially all of these as well. So I think AAVE is going to drop lower. So be careful about going long for AAVE at 281.4. Yeah, I think AAVE is going to drop. So be very careful. I think AAVE is very close to dropping. Very close. ANA against USD. So for Athena, we were anticipating Athena to see, a nice breakout, but it feels like the breakout may not come now. And I think that Athena is going to be dropping a little bit lower, probably towards the 618 area at around sub 40 cents, I would guess. Right. So yeah, no, we're already crossing back under the skinny pink line. So I'm leaning towards the downside for ANA. So again, be careful about going long. Okay, BitGet is a different animal, I would say, because BitGet still stays above the skinny pink line. As long as you're above the skinny pink line, you remain with the bullish bias. And it's continuing its rise. So my guess is BitGet will continue rising higher. Are we going to get a zip up like this? It remains to be seen, but BitGet is still bullish. PEPE against USD. Here we go for PEPE. PEPE is... I'm leaning towards the bearish side of things. I think we're going to form a very big mountain range over here. And then pump. We drop lower. Very likely. And this is already turning into a descending triangle. We were hopeful though that this could be a ABCDE and a breakout. But we're under the skinny pink line. So as long as you're under the skinny pink line, remain with the bearish bias. NEAR against USD. Here we are for NEAR. NEAR has failed to break back up above the skinny pink line. Are we still in a downward trend? Yeah. We're still under the skinny pink line. So as long as you're under the skinny pink line, remain with a bearish bias. So I suspect that NEAR is still going to come back down here at 130. So watch out for the potential zip down for NEAR. But yes, I mean, should we drop, right? This would be great because this could be a very nice squeeze, right? So NEAR's potential breakout could only come maybe 2028, years away, I would say. So stay freaking safe. Aptos, okay, so Aptos is yes, it did break out of the resistance, but kind of falling back down. Again, not entirely sure of the thing. We're still under the skinny pink line. Nothing much is happening for Aptos. We're kind of... there's just no volatility for Aptos, and there's no clear bullish reversal yet. So, again, even for Aptos, stay freaking safe. Okay, so Tau still looks good. Tau is the coin that we love because it looks like a potential wave C that's about to complete. However, at the same time, if BTC drops, very likely Tau is going to drop as well. How low could we go? Yeah, I suspect that first support will come in at 0.618. Second support will probably only come in at 786. So we might drop back to around 210, right? So 251 is the first target, right? I mean, if Tau just suddenly zips up above the skinny pink line, great! This means that things are turning bullish, but we failed to break above it. See, we were very hopeful over here. We was like, this is an inverse head and shoulders. And you see how things can morph. And so now Tau is just morphing into something else. This is still a squeeze though, to be honest. It's still a squeeze. We still could break out from here. But if BTC falls, very likely Tau is going to fall as well. So yeah, we would love to see the breakout first. And until we break out, Tau more likely than not could be dropping much lower. Next will be ASTER. So to me, ASTER is highly overvalued. If you look at ASTER, the market cap is 3 billion. That's highly overvalued. Too overvalued, I would say. And yes, sure, we could be completing a symmetrical triangle over here. Yes, we could be squeezing towards the upside. But even if we were to squeeze higher, I suspect that eventually we will still get a head and shoulders and still drop lower. Eventually, right? However high we're going to go. So Yeah, I mean, of course, if you get a very nice squeeze over here, I would more than happy to be entering into a long. But for now, yeah, there's just nothing much. EDC. Okay, so here we are for Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is kind of in a falling channel. Sure, we could break higher, but we're under the skinny pink line, which means that the trend is still largely bearish for Ethereum Classic. Any signs of yeah, again, nothing much for us to work with. So yeah, we're gonna have to move on. ONDO is very bearish. I've been bearish for ONDO for a very long time. So for ONDO, yeah. So to me, ONDO is completing a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Unless we break above the skinny pink line, right? Big green dildo candlesticks. Unless this happens, I think ONDO is dropping lower. And I also do think that ONDO is highly overvalued at almost 3 billion. Highly overvalued. So head and shoulders, breaking lower. How low? I think we're going to clear these lows too. I don't think we're going to stop here. So yeah, this is also a possibility. But again, we'll cross the bridge when the time comes. But yeah, things are looking pretty bearish to me. AAVE is bearish. Tau also looks like it's going to drop lower. ASTER is highly overvalued. ONDO has a head and shoulders that's about to complete. And this head and shoulders is very big. Right, it's 570 days. I think it's going to go past 20 cents, potentially even 10 cents though. So be careful about going long for ONDO. Alright, boys and girls, I guess that's it for today's top 40. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-da!